And today, in next 30 minutes, we are going to talk about how the fair is and an introduction to the fair. Where is the fair location? What to expect when you arrive there? What is the judging schedule will look like? And the judging process will look like? What are the guidelines? And then what is the criteria? And as Natalia said, this is not possible without all of your help. So it's very important for you to really understand what all these criteria is about. So Science Montgomery is a nonprofit organization, and our goal is to really encourage and promote interest for kids in STEM area, science and education in the youth for Montgomery County. And the fair organizers and judges, everybody who donate their time. So as we said, we really appreciate all of your help. And this is the 69th Montgomery County Science Fair. It's been there since 1956, and I know my kids went here as well, both middle and high schoolers. So I'm really super excited for this STEM competition to help out. This is applicable for both middle and high school students as well. And we have 150 students and 130 projects. We have more than 175 judges and volunteers. We also have ISEF, which is International Science and Engineering Fair, which is sponsored by Regeneron. And it is one of the world's really largest, and I would say really prestigious pre-college STEM competition. And this year, it will take place in Columbus, Ohio, and it's in May 10th to 16th. And there's about 9 million in awards and 1,600 plus participants participating that from 75 different countries. Science Montgomery will select the top 3 high school projects to send to compete in that competition for ISEF. We also have Thermo Junior Innovators Challenge, and this is mostly geared towards middle schoolers. It is the national's premier STEM research competition, and from Science Montgomery, after this competition for April 4th to 6th, they will select and nominate top 10% middle school projects. These were the winners. Congratulations to them. But these were the winners last year. 2024 from Postville High School. As you can see, Daniel Matthew, who was placed second place in biomedical engineering. Ahil Tendrel, he's from Northwest High School, third place in special award. We also have Jason Yum, he's from Montgomery Blair. He was placed in third place. And this is from the middle schoolers. Devan Balaji, he got the award for junior innovations. So it's pretty exciting. And this is the judges' information. And these are all there are 3 categories: category judges, community judges, regional, and ISEF. For the category judges, these are not affiliated with any community organization and judging specific disciplines for the fair, meaning like there are different categories, and those also we'll be discussing shortly. And for the community awards, I know Angela is on the call, and when we get to that slide, she's going to talk about that. There's a different rubric for this process of selecting, and she's going to cover that in detail. For the regional ISEF, and if you're an ISEF judge, you might have already received instructions from Dr. Clark, and other regional judges have already or will receive their judging criteria information soon if you did not. This is the map, pretty detailed, and the competition is on April 5th, and it's an FDA White Oak campus, and all the judges are expected to arrive anytime between 9:45 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. That is the judging preview period. During that time, no students are present. Light security during that time in the building, it's not very intense or not invasive. So please account, but there will be a little bit of security check-in time. So just account that when you arrive there. And also kids will start coming from 12:30 p.m. on that day. So if you are coming closer to that, there will be some traffic. So just plan accordingly. And there will be lunch provided 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then 1 to 4 p.m. is when actual student interviews will start. And bit after, once the interviews are done, from judges talking to various students, listening to their posters, then 4 to 5 p.m. is submitting all the award choices. Once you have selected who in that category for your projects, you will be submitting that. Also, after April 1st, there will be a sample poster and abstract, like a sample information display board, research plan, and abstract will be available online. So you can go in, log in, if you have time that after April 1st, then it will really give you an idea about how the poster and how will it look and so forth. So this is the direct link. This is where we're going to talk about community judges. So I'm going to pass on to Angela to go through this slide. Angela?
Thank you all for joining tonight. And for the community awards, really the judging period is, there's an optional judging period again before the students arrive between 9:45 and 11:30, and the judging interviews can take place between 1 and 4 p.m. For the community awards, they're different in that the criteria are based upon whatever criteria that your organization has identified and shared with us, or just identified within your group. So this year, if you've been a part of the fair before, we are changing the judging strategy in terms of reporting. So when after your team selects your projects, we're going to use there's actually a link in the slides that can be provided to you later. There's going to be a reporting form they're going to use to enter awardee information, and it's similar to the form that they're going to show later in this presentation. And as a backup only, we're going to use the goldenrod forms just in case. These are just yellow sheets of paper where you can write their information, but we really want to try to use the Google form just to help speed up the process for entering the names of all the students, because a number of your organizations are incredibly generous and give multiple awards. And so rather than us manually entering students' names and maybe having misspellings or something like that of that nature, the Google form will just help us streamline that and give us more time to do checking of those listed names. But again, it's just criteria that your organization has agreed upon. And something else this year that's different is that we'd like to have your award selections by 5 p.m. And we need you to bring your award materials with you to the fair. So in the past, sometimes people would bring them the day of the awards ceremony or would send them during the weeks following the fair. But this year, we really want to prioritize the students coming to the awards ceremony and getting to see you all in person, right? Just receiving their awards immediately after the fair. And when you submit them, there'll be instructions about putting students' names on them. And we'll have a place that you can leave them with us so that we can make sure they arrive at the award ceremony on your behalf. And just please bring all your award materials. And also during the awards, or for on the day of the fair, we also need the contact information for your lead judge, so that the students, in case something does happen, sometimes some of the awards have additional requirements in terms of students get the opportunity to go and visit your sites and things like that. We will need the contact information of the lead judge so that we can provide the students' emails to you so the students can reach out to you. But I think that's it that's unique about the community awards. And if you're unsure if you're a community awards judge, you probably aren't. I think that if you are with an organization that you're selecting specific awards for, then you're a community awards judge.
All right.
I
Thank
think
you,
that's
Angela.
all.
Yeah, thank you, Angela. All right. So this is about the judge assignments. You will be receiving judge assignments as to what projects or what categories you're going to. But if you have conflicts and you cannot make it, please let us know. Communicate as soon as possible so we can make alternate arrangements. And changes in the assignments could happen sometimes depending upon availability. And to confirm the check judging sheets at your judging group table, just to make sure whatever is allotted is what on the day for you. And for high school, we have 7 categories, 11 judging teams, 5 to 6 judges per team, 8 to 10 projects per team. For middle school as well, 7 categories, 4 judging teams, 4 to 5 judges per team, and 5 to 9 projects per team. This is about the little bit more details about judging preview. This is optional. It is not mandatory, 9:45 to 11:30 a.m. However, it is really nice if you can come early to see how the projects are set up and so forth. Really gives an idea. And the actual judging interviews, as we mentioned in the other slide, are from 1 to 4 p.m. And all the judges must be present at 11:30 a.m. and lunch will be provided. All category judges interviews happen 1 to 3 p.m. and there will be as a team deliberate, like the first place award needs to be decided by 3 p.m. And there will be a head judge, which will be selected from the Montgomery County Science Fair. They will select that after acknowledging with that person. And the head judge needs to fill out the electronic form to report the first place winner by 3 p.m. And also really talk through other judges and then fill out the other scores by 5 p.m. And head judge sometimes electronic. If we have a problem, there is also a hard copy that they need to fill that out by 5 p.m. and then drop really, it's a physical form in the data entry and put it on the data entry table. So yeah, and all the judges, and they will be really picked very soon, and you will receive an email as to which category you are being put on. And this is the QR code in order to submit electronically. And you can scan that and submit the scores. And sometimes it's recommended to rank them rather than scoring, but however you prefer, that needs to be scanned and sent it to us. And all the category head judge needs to submit the first submission as the first place by 3 p.m. and the final category winners by 5 p.m. And this is the QR code in order to submit these electronically. This is the rubric as to how to really understand the judging process. So the methodology, scientific methodology is 25 points, presentation is 25 points, and the effort, thoroughness, learning experience, creativity, that's another 25 points. So the ranking can be scores, or you can rank as 1, 2, 3, however preferred. Ranking is preferred, but even the points are okay as well. But this is the rubric, and this is the real detailed rubric as to what scientific methodology means, what presentation means, and the other creativity aspect of it. What to bring on that day and what Science Montgomery will provide. The left side is what to bring. It you will have to bring a clipboard if that's what you wanted to use it for, or any other portable writing source, or tablet, phone, or laptop, or if you prefer to use it, any other optional scoring sheet that you like. There is a handbook, and that email was sent out yesterday to all the judges. So you might have received that handbook already via email. If you see the last page, that has the scoring sheet, and there's also a optional blank paper if you wanted to take notes or consider anything. So this is expected for judges to bring on that day. What will Science Montgomery provide? They will provide pencils, judging sheets, community awards. For community awards, as Angela mentioned, these are the goldenrod sheets that will be provided, And for category awards, judging tally sheets, first place winners from each judging group, and then the group award list, electronic submission forms, QR codes were already in the previous slide. And there will be also maps to direct you to your group table, which will really help, and a copy of the judging criteria, and also the Wi-Fi access, how to log in the day with the email needed to sign in. And there will be a light breakfast, snacks, and lunch. It's all will be provided by Science Montgomery. So just to give a little bit summary, we wanted to make sure that you arrive a little early because of the security. There will be a little bit of not invasive, but there will be a little bit of security checking there. And then let our fair director, Natalia, she's on the call, know if you have any questions or issues that needs to be addressed. There's you can post questions on the Zoom chat here as well. And many judges will need to speak to a given student, so not monopolize interview time. And be positive and be helpful and be aware of any sensitivity to any student challenges. But more importantly, we want you to all have fun and really make this event successful. Thank you very much. And there's another one here about the award ceremony where this is not mandatory, but if you are really, this is an invitation. We invite you to have a representative on the stage. And if you really want to see the award ceremony, it's on April 6th, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. And this is hosted at AstraZeneca Auditorium, in the Gaithersburg building. And but if you are planning to come, please confirm your attendance with Dr. Pack as soon as possible. And your award winners will really enjoy. And if you're there, you can shake hands with them and you can see all the awards will be announced there. Finally, we wanted to thank everyone for taking time today, and we want to thank you in advance for that day as well.